What's up, guys? I'm David, the founder of DealMachine, and today I've got an awesome video where I hang out with Cody Hofhine, the co-founder of Wholesaling Inc., and we look at some of his rental properties and properties that he's wholesaled in his favorite places in Salt Lake City, Utah, to go driving for dollars and get the best deals. We're gonna answer all your questions that are common when somebody starts using DealMachine, so you can speed up your learning curve and get your next deal.
Okay, so what are we gonna do today that's gonna help them understand this app better?
We're gonna go out there, show you how to do those 3 simple steps that I told you guys about, and hopefully get a deal.
Get a deal.
Seeing is believing. Let's do it.
This is the best part about this. So we're gonna hop in my truck right now. We're gonna get out here in Salt Lake and we're gonna drive the bad streets, the good streets, and we're gonna figure out all the things about that. But you're gonna see this real time. You're gonna see how this app works real time, how you can use it to the best of your advantage so that you can get out there today and start getting deals. So let's hop in the truck, let's get out there, and David's gonna show us how this DealMachine app, how it's changing lives, how it's bringing in consistent deal flow, and how it can change your guys' lives. So let's hop in the truck right now.
Where are you guys gonna go look? Where should we go look in Utah?
That's the question. When these guys are out here looking at the app, is this app kind of directing where they should be going, or is it more, no, you need to know like your C&D areas, like where a lot of deals are going through, like what does that look like?
Yeah, so you've got to find the places to go. When you see a house, that's when you use the app.
Okay, let's roll. Let's do it. Let's hop in the truck. Okay, so listening to what you're saying, David, about neighborhood that are like 60 built, and there's some good ones mixed with some bad ones, which actually the bad ones are what I call the good ones. The good ones I call the bad ones, because I'm looking for bad properties. So we're here. This is a neighborhood where we have a couple rentals. Let's go one more street and then we'll turn up and then we're gonna start driving them.
Sounds good.
That way we can pull over, but you can start to see why I love this neighborhood so much. So we actually farm this. When I say farm, we have our targets on this neighborhood all the time because it's so good. Like it just does there's so much good going on here because of good versus bad. It's not all crummy neighborhood. Like there's good, well-groomed yards to holy crap, this guy still lives here? What's going on to this house?
That's right. So you want the worst looking houses on the block.
Well, we're finding Okay, we're gonna go down this street right here. So as we're driving, tell me when you want me to stop.
Okay.
And just let's pinpoint what it is that says, hey, yeah, this is the one I'm gonna use the app on.
Okay. All right, slow down for a second here. What's going on here? Looks like they have some siding missing.
Definitely siding missing. You've got the siding that's on it. I can't tell if they're trying to repair it and adding new.
And then look at this, their bushes, they haven't been trimmed in a year or two.
Yeah.
And then they've also got this structure in the back that they put up with particle board, but they never painted it. So the weather has just really like torn it apart over the years.
This is perfect.
Yeah, you see how it's discolored. And then their mailbox has got quite a bit of rust and kind of a off-kilter look to it. So I like that. I like all those things about this one.
So what do you do now? We're here in front of a home. We found something that says, hey, I'm distressed. I need a lot of fix up.
Yep.
What do we do with this app?
All right, so on the app, you can tell this green line's where we've been driving, so that'll orient myself. This white roof one is definitely the one we're looking at. And I like to toggle this on to be the satellite mode so I can see what the roofs look like.
Yep.
And I see it brought up the right address. I didn't have to type anything in. And then this just told me it's corporate owned and it's owned by the Help Calvin J. and Leona LLC.
Yep.
And so typically when it's corporate owned, I personally will send a slightly different postcard.
Okay.
But I'd still follow up with this person.
So this is something you've tested, that when it's owned by an LLC, you slightly change the postcard. Is that something they have access to, that postcard, if it's an LLC versus a private name, personal name?
Yeah, so you can always see if it's corporate owned. And here I'm gonna add a photo of the property real quick. That way if we do decide to send a postcard, it'll show up on the postcard.
Wow. So now, if we want to send out a mailer, by the way, can we book driving or no? Do we have to stay here for a while?
Oh, you can keep driving.
Okay. So you take a picture of this house.
Yep.
It's ran down, and now if I decide to send out a mailer, the picture of this home actually ends up being on the mailer. Tell us the mindset behind that. What does that allow for it to do when you send out mail with their actual picture of their home?
Yeah, well, if they don't live in the home, they might not know their home looks the way it does.
Oh, this is brilliant.
It can be kind of like a shocking moment for them.
Occupied user, like someone that has a rental.
Right.
And they're like, holy crap, that's what our rental looks like right now?
Right.
Okay. Have you had those conversations where people are like, that's not my house? And you're like, no, it really is.
Hey, I've had the conversation that said, I got a lot of postcards, but I called you because it looked like you put a lot of time into that, visiting my property like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times, the feedback I get is that they appreciated the personalization.
Okay.
But I think what's going on behind there is they didn't realize their house looked quite like that.
Yeah.
This guy's got an interesting
I'd say I had to
lawn.
stop almost right here.
Right.
So there is no lawn. It's all weeds. Oh, by the way, do we need to finish anything on this? Or is that good what we just talked about? Is there more that they'd want to know about the house that they just looked at?
Well, real quick, this is the postcard, the way it's going to look front and back.
Yep.
So you can get a preview of that. And then you can actually send out the postcard right here by pressing Start Mailers.
Okay.
So now they're going to get that postcard and they'll be able to call your team back once they receive it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's all I do on this one.
Okay. Now, for this one, we both caught our eye. This is like a perfect, like if I'm sending my team out, this is exactly what I'm sending them out to.
Totally.
There's so many things I love about this. Even though the shingles look like they're laying flat, they're getting to the end of their age. They're going to be needing to be replaced soon. It's still original windows. They don't look like they're in great shape. In fact, they're hurting. So you got the aluminum or steel frame windows. They're not vinyl. The lawn was what stuck out huge in my eye on this one. So there is no lawn. It's all weeds.
Right.
It just ran down weeds. I love that the concrete's going bonkers and there's weeds growing up through the cracks. You got sunken concrete going on. There's so much good. Is there anything that you would add why you like this one?
No, that's pretty much it. I agree with everything you said. A couple things I noticed too is on that fascia board, which is the board that attaches next to the shingles.
Yep.
I see a lot of that. Looks like it's got peeling paint.
That's right.
In certain spots.
Rotting in certain areas.
And definitely rotting. So would you mind grabbing a picture of this one for us?
Yeah, let's do it. So here I go. I'm using the app. All I'm gonna do is it this side right here?
Yeah, so I already added it. You just need to click the
picture right here.
That's right.
So I'll push the picture.
Yep.
And I'll take photo. I'm looking at the home right here. All I do is take the picture.
Yep.
Use the photo.
Yep.
And then voila. And here it is. It's already telling me it's corporate owned. Tells me who the owner is. And something like this is probably a good scenario of what you just said. Because it's corporate owned, chances are they don't live in this. It's probably a rental.
For sure.
And they might be completely floored, shocked, surprised if they found out their home was looking like this.
Yeah. And I also take a second and think about if they're actually holding the property in an LLC, they might want to buy more properties.
Sure.
So this could be a good cash buyer.
This is
so
huge.
Sometimes I use the postcard that are corporate owned and I say, do you want to buy more properties like this?
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you ever look into it and see if they own them free and clear that lets them know, hey man, this guy's got rentals and he has plenty of cash. These are free and clear, so maybe I want this guy's just as a cash buyer.
Definitely a good thing to do.
Okay.
And if you actually pop open this deal,
okay,
a lot of times the app will tell you if they have a mortgage, and so this guy does. So we know.
So this guy has mortgage amount of about $210,000.
That was the original.
That was the original. It was a 360-month loan. Assessed value is 224, and it's probably to be. They're pretty close. This is. Are you going off county assessor? Is that how you pull it?
The assessed value would be the county assessor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure
I love this
a little bit
because county assessor in Utah. Like if someone tells me, hey, we'd take 224, that's always a good sign because this neighborhood goes for about 260 to 280.
Okay.
So that's what's really good. So that's pulling from the county assessor.
Right.
So you got all your basic info just by opening up the app, taking a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. let's go around. We got to find a few more because I think there's going to be a ton of what I would say is like the perfect home. In fact, usually in a neighborhood like this, what's interesting is we come across a lot of like boarded up windows.
Right.
And you'd think, no, they're not in this home because this area, it's crazy because you got some nice ones.
Definitely, we
take
pass it.
care of their homes. We'll drive by a rental, and maybe I'm gonna be surprised, shocked owner too. Let's see. This one's a nice street. We're gonna go over on this other side right here.
Okay,
this
cool.
is the one I know. I'm gonna show you some good ones. These are some gems coming up. So here we are. We're gonna follow someone that's moving into the neighborhood. Some of the big things I can already tell you right now when I drive and turn this corner is here we have all this tall weeds, unmowed grass.
Totally.
It's not even grass, like it's gone.
Totally.
Like it's awful.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that one.
So the yard alone is something that is something that really stands out quick on this one. It doesn't look like an awful house. I mean, the rain gutters are drooping, sagging in some areas, but it's not like the siding's not in awful condition. But usually the key thing that I've seen here is these are the type of people that'll be on like a code violation list because they've allowed their grass to get to a point where neighbors are calling in saying, hey, this is not right. If a fire starts, it's gonna catch my home on fire. And so you might find out that this person also is on a code violation list. And if someone can't manage their lawn, it's a good sign that they could be a motivated seller.
Yeah, for sure. So this one was owner occupied actually.
Owner occupied.
And her name's Lainey Otley.
Shingles missing, another good sign.
Yep. So I'm gonna actually see if we can get their phone number real quick. So we got 5 phone numbers, 3 emails, and 5 additional addresses where this person has like registered utilities at some point in time.
So the 5, when you say 5 phone numbers, break that down. Is that usually maybe a landline, a cell phone, maybe the closest relative? Where do the 5 come from? Because I don't have 5 phones, so what does that look like?
Yeah. Well, the first couple are mobile, the first 3 are mobile phone numbers, so I'd definitely start there.
Uh-huh. And these could be and maybe she's switched numbers throughout the years, or it could be relatives.
Husband's phone number.
Okay, so just people related to this individual.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
brilliant.
We could send her a call or a text and see if this is her.
All right, let's text.
Should we do it now?
Let's do a text. What do you normally do in a text?
Okay. So I would say, hi Lainey, this is maybe out of the blue.
Yep.
But I was wondering if you know anything about this property at whatever street we're on.
Okay.
And ask her if she, considered selling it.
Yeah.
And
do we want a text or phone call?
Let's do a phone call. I think.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's try
roll.
that out. Do you want to do the talking or do you want me to?
Either way.
Okay. Let me
go
turn
for
this
it.
down. Hi, is this Lainey?
No, this is Liam, her son.
Oh, it's her son. Okay, great. I was wondering if you'd be able to put me in touch with Lainey. I was just over here driving by her property, and I was wondering if she had ever thought about considering selling it.
I don't think she's interested. I think we've got plenty of letters and stuff for offers like that before. She just turns them down every time. So, thank you for the offer, but
All
I
right.
don't think we're interested.
All right. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
So what's really cool about this is you're going to have to go through a lot of shots anyways. That's just typical of cold calling. You're going to need to take a lot of shots, a lot of attempts to get a deal. But what's cool is you just tested your app live with us right this second to show that we did indeed get in contact with someone that was related. It was the son of the owner of that home.
Right.
And I'm sure we could have gone to another number and it would have been her number. But I love the fact that you're confident enough to say, hey, I'm skip tracing right now and I'm going to call it to show you how good our hit is on this.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, let's go to another. This place is gold, by the way, guys. I'm revealing so many secrets that it's crazy. This is like one of my favorite neighborhoods.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a good one. It's that same sweet spot, you know, where you're investing is exactly where I would invest in Indiana. It's like, these look like they've been built in the 60s. Some good ones mixed in with a lot that aren't updated.
Yep. Okay, let's see if we can find something we like here. Let's see if we can find something we like.
You're covering some ground, man. Look at this.
Hey!
Got a few streets that we missed though.
So I love the fact that it tracks this. That way, if you're managing someone, you know that they are out there doing work. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Some of the homes, it looks like maybe the yard's dying, but you look at the home and you're like, it's still a great home.
Oh, I like that these guys have Christmas lights. That's usually a sign, but everything else about the house looks kept, so I'll pass it this time.
Yep.
Some people just really like Christmas. They leave those up.
Here we go. This is looking good.
Oh, check out that
Now,
roof.
That's the thing. I'm looking at the roof. The roof is telling me, hey, take a picture of this.
Yep.
The yard is not awful. I mean, you got green grass, so they're actually paying for their water bill. But look at that roof. Look how many things tell you, hey, if you don't fix this, this is leaking. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that there's actually damage on the sheetrock inside just looking at that roof.
Yeah, it looks like it's definitely leaking. So if they wanted to sell it, they'd probably have to put a lot of money into it, you know, and if they need to leave and they don't have the money to put that into it, then they'll need to sell it to somebody at a discount.
Yeah.
You want to add a picture of this?
Let's do it.
There you go.
Okay, so we gotta take a photo. I just love how simple it is. How long did it take you to feel like to get to this version? Because I'm assuming it wasn't just beautiful right out of the gates. It was something that took time, is creative. Did you get feedback? Did you welcome feedback? What turned it into what it is today?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, the very basic version took me a weekend, but I hadn't put a lot of thought into, is this going to be super easy for somebody just to pick up and use?
Yeah.
And so a lot of that refinement is in like the last 20% of the work actually takes most of the time, you know? And we do have a feedback mechanism. We listen to what people request.
Yeah.
One of our top requested features was the route tracking that we've talked about.
Yeah.
And so it's actually a forum where you can submit ideas and then everyone can vote on like what ideas we build next.
I love
That's where
it.
a lot of that came from.
Guys, I'm an excited landlord because as you can see, that right there is one of my rentals.
You're doing a good job of keeping that up.
The one thing I'm not fond of is I didn't know there was a pool in the driveway. That's new news to me. But when we got this, I was into this about $150,000, and that one rents for $1,700.
Okay.
5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's just a great location. It's a little bit busy road, but since it's in the neighborhood, it hasn't been bad. But I can say that I haven't received many driving for dollars hits, so that means it's still doing good. Keep going, guys. Keep renting good.
Yeah, yours looks good.
Not fond of the trampoline either, by the way. All right, so now they've seen it. They've seen it in action. They've seen what they can do, what Driving for Dollar or DealMachine app can do for them. So the thing, guys, when you're going on and you're looking for this,
I would go to DealMachine.com.
DealMachine.com.
And put in the promo code Rhino.
Go to DealMachine.com, go to the promo.
And then put in the code Rhino. It's actually going to give you a 20% discount on your monthly fee. So instead of $49, it's going to be $39.
Sweet.
Forever for you.
Sweet. So you're getting a $10 off discount every single month just for typing in Rhino, guys. Take action now. You've seen it work. You've seen the cold calling feature. You've seen the tracking feature. You've seen what it is that I personally look for and what I'm sending my team out to get pictures of when they go drive for dollars. And then you've heard it from David Lecco, the man, the myth, the legend behind this incredible app that allows you to get out there and turn this driving for dollars into deals, into money, and how to simplify it, how to send out the direct mail, how to send it out with a beautiful picture of their home on it, ugly picture of their home on it. But you can see how this has been simplified. It's already made for you. There's no reason to go through all the craziness on your own when you've got such an easy app that allows you to do this with just your phone. The phone is so powerful, guys. Using it every single month, and then get out there and take massive imperfect action, and let's turn this driving for dollars, which happens to be one of our greatest ways of bringing in money. I'm assuming since this is your app that you would probably say the exact same.
Oh,
I'll
absolutely.
tell you from just our source, from a third party, this is a phenomenal way to drive business. So get out there, take massive imperfect action, and if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna have David even chime in on these questions, because this YouTube video is something I love to read every one of your questions. So comment down below with questions that you have regarding this app. And David, I'm gonna ask him to help me out a little bit on this, on some of the things I may not know. I might ask upon him to actually take some time and answer some of these questions, guy, because I'm telling you.
Oh, I'll be on there in the comments for sure.
Perfect.
And if you're okay with it, I'd love to maybe answer a few right now that I know are common questions.
Perfect, let's do it. Let's do like a, what is it, FAQ?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, so one of the top questions is, can I export my data? So the answer is yes. The app's really gonna help you guys, be able to handle things seamlessly, whether it's skip tracing or sending a postcard. But you went out there and hustled and you found those properties. So you're always gonna be able to export all of your deals from DealMachine, and you can then use those to do whatever you want. If you've got a CRM, there's actually an integration as well, so that when you add a deal into DealMachine, it'll pop up into your CRM as well and follow any workflows that you might have set up there. So we just want to make it really easy for you guys to go out there, drive for dollars, and that's definitely a big one that people ask.
Love it. What's another one? Maybe it's a common 2 or 3 questions.
Yeah. So another one would be like, how long does the postcard take to arrive at the owner?
Okay.
Okay. So
From the time I hit send, what is it?
right. So it could be 5 business days on average.
Okay.
So if you send it on Friday, the Saturday and Sunday doesn't count.
Okay.
But what's going to be awesome is it's going to arrive with that photo inkjet printed on the front and back, and then inside the app you can actually track it. So you're going to get a notification whenever one of your deals is actually receiving their mail that morning, so you can get ready to answer your phone. Yeah, you get a little push notification.
That's awesome. Any others?
Yep. So we talked about having a team and how important that is to leverage your time. And when you're on the basic plan, you can have up to 3 additional people on your team. And so a lot of people ask, well, what if that person takes my data or takes my leads?
Yep.
And the app actually restricts that. So they're going to be on the app as a deal finder, and that's a limited access team member that can only add deals. They can't spend any of your money. They can't send out postcards. They can't do the skip tracing. Definitely can't do any exporting. But at the same time, if they try to add a property that somebody else already added, it won't let your team add duplicates. So you don't have to worry about that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my deal. No, that was my deal. Okay, so it won't even allow you to populate it a second time.
Correct. Yeah. So those are the top 3 things that I wanted to answer, and would love to answer any more questions you guys have down below in the comments.
Guys, get over there, DealMachine.com / promo code Rhino. So go over to DealMachine.com, promo code Rhino, RHINO. This is going to help you save money on the app, but start using the app. It's the app that's going to help you create some more action, get some more deals in, and get going. He has created so much technology thing that I don't even understand how he does it. I don't need to understand. That's why I just pick up the phone, go to what I'm looking for, take the pictures, send off the mail, and get ready. But also having that unique skip tracing. You guys know that you got TTP out there, Brent Daniels, he's a rock star, but now you have skip tracing integrated into this. So now you can go to the home and also on the spot have the number. That's pretty dang cool. Get over there, comment down below if you have any questions, and between myself and David, we're gonna rock out these questions. We love reading them. I love personally reading each and every one, and we're here to help you guys go out there and get your first deal or your next deal. Take care, guys, and we'll see you on the next YouTube video.